I thank everybody for coming today. In 1774, King George III passed a Persuasive Act in retaliation to the Boston Tea Party. After he did that in fear of armed resistance from the American colonists, he ordered Governor Gage to seize hundreds of barrels of gunpowder from the Charleston powder house. Shortly after, Governor Gage ordered the Redcoats to go serve warrantless searches of houses of colonists to seize guns and ammo. Guns and ammo the colonists used for hunting, to put food on the table for their family, and for protection. These were everyday citizens, not military, not the police, it's everyday citizens. But this act was the breaking point to the American colonists. After the Stamp Act, which raised tax, the American colonists were already pretty up in arms, seizing their weapons and their ammo, and the way they protect themselves and feed themselves was the breaking point. This led to the Revolutionary War. This also created the Second Amendment. People forget, they think the Second Amendment is more personal when it's individual. Anti-gun activists say that the Second Amendment was created strictly for the militia. You hear the Second Amendment, it said the militia has the right to bear arms. But what they don't tell you is the militia back in 1774 were everyday citizens who were required to own their own guns and ammo. The government didn't supply it to them. These are guns they bought and purchased themselves. Anti-gun activists also try to argue that the Second Amendment was created and they can never foresee today's technology. They couldn't anticipate the technology, the high capacity clips, the type of assault rifles. But people don't realize back then the musket was leading in technology. That was the big technology. It was a big far leap from bows and arrows and that stuff. The thing about the Second Amendment was, the Second Amendment was written basically for the people to defend themselves from governments to try to take over. Give them the right to be able to defend themselves. Now people argue, anti-gun activists argue, well, AR-15s are too advanced technology. Well, look what the government has already. Their technology is far beyond what any citizen can own. AR-15 with 30-round clip is absolutely nothing compared to that technology. Also, many pro-gun activists argue, look at England. England is very well known to be a very anti-gun, gun control country. But what you don't hear, in a 2000 report from the Inspector of Constabulary in England, records that homicide is completely inaccurate compared to the American standards of being able to report it. The fact is, even with England gun ban, the number of violent crimes per 100,000 residents in England is around 2,000. So 2,000 victims versus 100,000. But in America, with guns allowed, only 466 per 100,000. Which is a lot lower than England, who has a total gun ban. That's almost 5 times the American number. According to the report, a citizen is twice as likely to be attacked by a knife than in America. So if they don't have a gun, they're going to use a knife. Despite virtually all handguns being outlawed in 1996 in the UK, gun crime has more than doubled there. So they outlawed all guns to begin with, and it's doubled. According to the 2013 FBI, crime gun violence has actually dropped in the United States since all the gun control. In 2009, there was 1,325,000 violent crimes committed. Yet, after all the gun control they tried to pass, in 2013, there was less than 100,175,000. According to fastcheck.org, for 2012, gun murders were down 3.59 per 100,000 people in the U.S. Lowest rate since 1981. That's the lowest rate. Even with all the gun control, but gun aggravated assault was down to 50.8 per 100,000 people, the lowest rate since 2004. Yet, gun ownership was up 88.8% per 100 people. So crime dropped even though gun ownership increased. So how's banning guns to help that end? In fact, it was proven that it's actually dropped. According to Steve Anier's article, which was a Harvard publication on gun laws, getting rid of firearms might not be the solution to reducing overall crime. According to Steve Anier's article, the U.S. falls behind Russia, Estonia, and 4 other countries, ranking in 7th. Yet Russia has a complete ban of firearms. Even with guns banned in Russia, the murder rate is significantly higher than the U.S. So you got England and you got Russia, who have very heavy gun bans and gun control. Yet their crimes, violent crimes with guns, is a lot higher than America. See, pro-gun activists like to push numbers in your face, but they never add the other side. They'll show you a quick number, but they don't show you the other number. Think about it. Show you crime was dropped, yet gun ownership was higher. They don't want to tell you that because they fear of weapons, they fear of protection. Their fear of weapons overrides their ability to think correctly. Strong gun control has been proven by numbers not to be lower violent crimes, but increase it. Simple fact is this: criminals are criminals because they don't follow the crimes. They don't follow the rules, the laws. They break them. Right? So it's your opinion, what do you believe in gun control? Who here believes in gun control? Can I ask you why?
The gun control?
Yeah.
I'm just not that familiar with guns generally.
Okay. Well, why are you anti-gun? So is it you fear people hurting themselves, getting killed?
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. Well, it's been proven that people who carry weapons protect themselves. So, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Still have 30 seconds. Okay.